For thousands of years, humanity has asked the same question. What is heaven like? Across history, prophets, apostles, mystics, and saints have tried to describe the glory of the heavens. Their visions may differ in detail, but all of them point toward one great mystery, the eternal dwelling of God. In this video we will explore how different voices across time have described heaven. In the Bible, heaven is described as the dwelling place of God. The prophet Isaiah declared, "Heaven is my throne, and the earth is my footstool." Heaven is not only the sky above us, but the spiritual realm where God reigns in majesty. The Psalms describe heaven as the place where angels praise Him, where His glory shines brighter than the sun. It is a realm of holiness, purity, and eternal worship. Heaven, in the words of Scripture, is the very heart of God's kingdom. Ezekiel was given visions of the heavens that overwhelmed him with awe. He saw 4 living creatures, each with 4 faces: human, lion, ox, and eagle. Their wings touched one another, and beside them were wheels within wheels, full of eyes all around. Above them was a throne of sapphire, and upon it was one with the appearance of fire and radiant light. Ezekiel fell face down, unable to bear the majesty of what he had seen. His vision reveals a heaven of mystery, power, and glory beyond human imagination. When Jesus spoke of heaven, His words were filled with comfort and promise. He said, "In my Father's house are many rooms. I go to prepare a place for you." Heaven is not a distant dream, but a home prepared for those who follow Him. Jesus described heaven as a place where treasures never fade, where angels rejoice over one sinner who repents. Most importantly, He promised that those who believe in Him will be with Him forever. For Jesus, heaven is not only golden streets, but eternal fellowship with the Father. The book of Revelation gives us the most detailed vision of heaven in Scripture. John saw a door standing open, and he was taken up into the throne room of God. There, a rainbow encircled the throne, with flashes of lightning and peals of thunder. 24 elders cast their crowns before Him, crying, "Holy, holy, holy." Later, John saw the New Jerusalem descending from heaven. Its brilliance was like a precious jewel. The city had walls of jasper, gates made of single pearls, and streets of pure gold. From the throne flowed the river of life, and beside it stood the tree of life, bearing fruit each month. In John's vision, heaven is the place where God dwells with His people, where there is no more death, no more sorrow, and every tear is wiped away. In the 18th century, the Swedish scientist and mystic Emanuel Swedenborg claimed that God allowed him to see the realities of heaven. For more than 20 years, he wrote about what he witnessed in the spiritual world. Swedenborg described heaven as divided into 3 great realms: the celestial heaven, the spiritual heaven, and the natural heaven. Each realm, he said, contained countless communities, not organized by nations or languages, but by the deep loves of the heart and the truths of the soul. At the center of all things, the Lord appeared to heaven as a blazing sun. Its warmth was the very essence of divine love, and its light was the radiance of divine truth. The closer an angel came to this sun, the brighter and warmer their soul became. Swedenborg explained that in heaven time and space do not exist as we know them. Instead, distance is measured by affection. When angels think of someone, they are instantly present with them. When they turn toward love, they feel near to God. When they turn away, they feel far. In his visions, angels lived in radiant societies filled with peace and joy. They dwelled in homes perfectly suited to their character, surrounded by gardens more beautiful than any on earth. He described marriages of heavenly love, where souls are eternally united. Swedenborg also spoke tenderly of children. He said that those who die in infancy are raised in heaven by angelic parents, taught and nurtured until they reach the fullness of heavenly joy. For him, heaven was not only beauty, it was perfect order, harmony, and endless growth in love. A living reflection of God's own heart. In the early 20th century, the Indian Christian mystic Sadhu Sundar Singh shared remarkable visions of the spiritual world. He described an intermediate realm where souls awaken after death, bewildered at first, but gently guided by saints and angels. In one of his visions, Sundar Singh asked the angels, "Who are the souls that enter this intermediate realm?" The angels replied, "Among those brought here are children, the blind, the deaf, the mentally afflicted, and all who never had the chance to know Jesus during their earthly life." He also learned that those who will one day live in heaven must first pass through a cleansing stage. The angels explained that when a soul arrives in the spiritual world, it first walks through an air-like liquid layer that washes away every trace of sin, along with the foul odor of sin clinging from earthly life. Only after this cleansing do souls rise upward, moving step by step into the higher levels of the heavens. Some rejoice immediately in God's light, while others must be comforted, instructed, and prepared for higher glories. Sundar Singh described heavenly landscapes full of life and beauty, lofty mountains clothed in eternal spring, rivers clear as crystal, gardens overflowing with radiant flowers and fruits sweeter than any on earth. The air itself was filled with music, as though creation itself praised God. He wrote that saints and angels moved freely, shining with a joy and peace that earthly words cannot capture. The righteous lived in fellowship, praising God in perfect freedom. Even those who entered heaven after much struggle were received with compassion and love. For Sundar Singh, heaven was not static. It was a journey of continual growth, where souls advanced ever closer to the eternal kingdom of the Father. He often repeated, "In heaven love is the very atmosphere." From the Lord's throne in the Old Testament, to Ezekiel's mysterious creatures, from the comforting promises of Jesus, to the golden city of Revelation, from Swedenborg's radiant societies, to Sundar Singh's mountain gardens and rivers of life. Each vision is different, but all point to one truth. Heaven is the dwelling place of God, a realm of eternal joy, eternal light, and eternal love. And though our words and images may fall short, they awaken in us a hope that one day, we too may see it for ourselves. Thank you for watching this video.